to Digesting the Soul. I know it's been a while since I put out a video, so I thought in this one I'd sort of do a life update and a chit chat and just share with you some of the events that have been going on. I think one of the last videos that I released in the spring, I even mentioned that one of the chaotic things going on in my life was discovering a family of fox that had been living in my attic. So that definitely took several weeks. So that definitely took several weeks. I had to hire a wildlife company and try to humanely evict them from my attic. So really when summer hit, I thought, you know, the craziness would subside, but boy was I wrong, and a lot has happened and continues to happen in my life. So I'm going to share just a few of those events with you today. And one was having my DNA tested. Now, this is something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and finally did it. And I had no idea that getting those test results would be life-changing for me. And I've decided that because I want to go into a lot of detail about that experience, I am going to be making a separate video on that. So hopefully that will be up soon. And then sort of another event that happened that's been sort of an ongoing event in my life is the health and well-being of my pets. And you may have seen one of my pets, Isabella. She's currently 16 years old. I adopted her way back when I lived in New York, and she was 6 or 7 weeks old, and she's moved with me from New York to the Pacific Northwest and now here in the Southwest. And she was born with some chronic illnesses that I've always had to manage, but probably around 2015 she's had many more critical and serious health issues. And late into the summer, I woke up one morning and she just wasn't acting normal, eating or drinking. And one of the things that she developed a year ago is she is a diabetic, and I do have to give daily insulin injections. And that makes her prone to having urinary tract infections. And the way she was behaving, I really thought that's what was happening, and I started antibiotics. But within 48 hours, she was not getting better. And so in the middle of the night, in a rain and lightning storm, I took her to an ER vet hospital. And I've never been to one of these facilities before, so I really didn't know what to expect. And it was really intense, and they take your pet right from you right away into triage, and then you're kind of bombarded with all these questions, and like serious ones, like if she's really anemic, do you want to do a blood transfusion? And one of the last questions that they asked me was, because she is elderly, an elderly cat, and she has a heart murmur, they wanted to know that during the imaging, or you know, one of the procedures, if she went into cardiac arrest, did I want to resuscitate her? And wow, you know, I knew this day was coming. Her health has been declining, and I thought I was emotionally stable and ready for these things. And I'll tell you, I just had a complete emotional breakdown. I was just shocked. This tears started flowing, and it was crazy. And as I was sitting in the waiting room waiting for some blood results to come in to try to get a baseline of what might be going on with her, all I kept thinking over and over again was that I hadn't videotaped her. She has this very sweet way of sitting in my bathroom very patiently when I'm getting ready, and she's waiting for me to take a comb and to groom her forehead and the side of her head and her chest. And I kept saying for months, I want to videotape that. I really need to videotape that. And I hadn't. And here I was in the middle of the night, and she was critical. I didn't know if she was going to pass, you know, in the night. And I just kept saying, why didn't I take action? I kept thinking I had more time. And when you do have a moment like that, obviously it eventually seeps into all areas of your life. And I just kept thinking, what other areas of my life do I think I have more time, or I haven't, you know, I put off taking action? And definitely my channel ended up being a part of that. But Isabella did end up being admitted. She was there for 3 days, and she came home very weak. She ended up having an infection in her kidney, and she was on intravenous antibiotics while she was there, and I would go every day and visit her, which was a really unique experience, to visit your pet in the hospital. And but I got a second chance, and she came home very weak, and it was dicey those first few days, but she's pulled through. And so I immediately went out and started researching a new camera to buy so I could start videotaping her. And all the videos I previously made on YouTube have been on an iPad Pro, which obviously has a lot of limitations. It's not very portable, it's large, and you can't zoom in and out. So that's really why I had never videotaped her. So I immediately bought a camera. I got the Canon G7X. And then I also purchased a new editing program. So really what I've been doing the last few months is just learning new technology, this camera. There's a lot to learn with it, and learning a whole new editing program. And really I've just sort of slowed down, and I've been spending a lot of time with my pets, with Isabella, experimenting with my camera, trying to take videos of her and the such. And I did recently, in August, I reached my 3-year anniversary of starting my YouTube channel. And for the most part, my initial intentions of why I started Digesting the Soul, I have accomplished that. And that is that I wanted to share with everybody some unique and alternative experiences in my own journey through a chronic illness, and combining it with my own interest in the metaphysical and the spiritual and the paranormal, and just to share my success stories, so that when other people may, come to the end of the line or end of the road with traditional medicine and are looking for alternative ways to seek healing, that maybe they would find these videos useful. And I have to say thank you to everyone who has left a comment and has reached out over the summer. Many of you did leave me just wonderful, sweet comments, and it's very touching to me, so thank you very much. And one of the unique things about my channel is that, although in a broad sense it is about healing, I have a lot of very different topics. So when people do subscribe, I'm not really sure what video that you watch that made you want to subscribe to my channel. And I only mention that because with having the new camera and kind of reevaluating where I want to take my channel, I would like to do some more artistic and creative experimental type of videos. And so I just want to give people a heads up that if you started seeing videos that maybe I was showing you areas in the Southwest and it was simply put the music and I wasn't even in the video or something to that effect, I don't know. Much like how my summer has been, or I'd say the theme of 2019, I kind of always think that each year in my life does ultimately have a theme by the end of it, and this year has definitely been expect the unexpected. And I would say that perhaps about my channel as well. So bear with me as I'm learning new technology and new editing programs and kind of experimenting with new ideas. And I watch an hour or two of YouTube every day. I think the creation of the YouTube channel was just pure genius. I love the concept. There are so many creative people doing wonderful things. I realize that I tend to watch videos about people who are very, very different than me from all parts of the world, and I find everybody to be so inspiring. And I love to watch vlogs and people showing their meals, or people, travel vlogs are always wonderful to see new places. But even the simplest video, someone just sitting in their bedroom and sharing their thoughts, I find that fascinating. On YouTube, everybody, because it's about you, right? YouTube, you're the artist. You can create a channel and decide anything that you want to put on it. You could be as creative and artistic, or as simple as you want. So I definitely, with new technology, would like to start seeing what other types of videos I can do. And I definitely have a long laundry list of topics on healing and metaphysical topics that I do continue to want to sit here and share with you. One of the other things that I did over the summer was I discovered a very unusual book on healing using dowsing rods, and that ultimately led to me contacting that author and it was another life-changing event, what I learned from this healer and what he taught me. And since then, I've been reading other books on healing too. So when I'm further along in the process of learning those techniques, is definitely something that I want to share with everyone as well. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to share today. I mostly just wanted to say, hey, I think about my channel all the time. It's just sometimes life gets in the way, and this channel is truly a hobby. It's something that I do for fun. I obviously am not earning a living. You can see by my subscribers. For those of you who don't know, on YouTube, you can't even begin to monetize and earn money on your YouTube channel until you have at least 1,000 subscribers, and then even after that you need a lot of views to even earn any money. So obviously that has never been my goal or intention. I just like the creative avenue that it presents for me. So if you've made it this far and listened to what I have to say, thank you so much, and hopefully you'll see another video very soon. And as always, I'm wishing everyone all the best and great health, and I'll see you in my next video.